it's taken 8 years. What do you think the atmosphere is going to be like when you lead the team out tonight?
Well, I'm going to enjoy it, but I'm just feeling, I feel for the people who've been here 8 years. They'll really be enjoying it. They've been working hard for 8 years. The people behind the scenes, you know, the catering people, they've been desperate for First Division football, and the fans, they've been desperate for 8 years. Now they're going to get it. I'm more happy for them than I am for myself.
So for Gordon Strachan, for the team, and for the Ellen Road faithful, the long wait is over. This, according to Howard Wilkinson in tonight's programme, without question the most important night in Leeds United's recent history. And for the occasion, we're delighted to say that John Helm has been joined in our commentary position by the Sheffield United manager, Dave Bassett. John, it's all yours.
Thank you very much indeed, Nick. Well, despite their winning start at Everton, Howard Wilkinson does make one change to the Leeds lineup. Peter Haddock, the regular central defensive partner to Chris Fairclough last season, comes off the substitutes bench to switch places with Glyn Snowden. It's good to see Neil Webb back in action, the former Forest man who was so badly injured playing for England in Sweden that he missed 3/4 of last season. Made a scoring comeback against Coventry on Saturday and has overcome an ankle injury to retain the number 7 shirt. Tonight's referee, Ken Redfern from Whitley Bow. The good times are back at Ellen Road, and Dave, there's no question about it, it's an absolutely vibrant atmosphere.
It's electric, it's a tremendous atmosphere. The Leeds fans have made it that way, and United fans have also joined in. It's got all the prospects of being a, exhilarating game.
Another free kick going Leeds' way. Chapman winning it. Lee Chapman, who's got a great record over the years against Manchester United. He's scored for 4 different clubs against them. He'd settle for one tonight. McAllister. Sterling. Great run by Strachan as well. Nobody will be keener to do better than him tonight. Couldn't win the corner. Good chest control from Hughes. McClare racing away to his right, holding it up intelligently until Phelan joined him. Peter Haddock has made a couple of useful interventions. Sterling, one of the steamrollering runs of his. Batty. What a moment for David Batty as well. One of the Leeds-born player on the side. Now McAllister. Trying to play a little 1-2, I fancy, with Berardi. The players look bright in the opening, and so is Phelan, who's taking up some intelligent forward positions.
He's made 3 forward runs very early in support to the front players.
Very much a settling-in process for him at Old Trafford last season after his move from Norwich, Phelan. And that should be easy enough for Lukic. He's a good 3 inches taller than Mark Hughes. And quickly sets Berardi chasing towards the Manchester United goal, and good covering play. That was Mal Donaghy. But Leeds will exert pressure. Well, no Vinnie Jones tonight, again controversially left out of the 13, but Sterling can throw them long, as indeed can Batty, as he proved in the build-up to the first goal at Everton. And that's going to go straight to well. There was a bit of confusion between Seeley and Pallister, which results in Leeds having their first corner kick.
Yeah, that's right. Mel can throw quite a long ball as well.
Strachan's attack. He got a great reception when he came out. He's got a bigger one if he scores. Chapman with the header back in. It shouldn't trouble Seeley, though. Fairclough is coming in on him and barged him. Yes, the long throw is such a useful ploy in the modern game.
That's right. Well, it's like similar to a corner, and most sides do that now. Believe it or not, even the Manchester United and the Evertons actually take long throws.
There it was with Fairclough coming in. Seeley was undoubtedly bundled away from it, lost the grasp on it. Good ball, McClare, Phelan. Another good ball as well. Played inside Gary Speed, and the cross is dangerous, and John Lukic will feel a lot happier about life after that. Very positive goalkeeping indeed by Lukic.
Yeah, very good save, a brave save that one. It's interesting, Chris White really isn't playing at the back. He's moved into midfield now that United are playing with two up front. He's not really playing as a central defender. It looks like he's going to supplement the midfield.
Well, there's a lot of talent not out on the field tonight. Noticeably, of course, Brian Robson in your picture there. Disappointed to be out for some considerable time. There is some talent out there for Manchester, and Paul Ince making a dangerous run forward.
Yeah, the ball should have gone forward earlier from Pallister.
Traded passes sweetly there, and Irwin has made a good run down the right, and real danger here. It in fact came off McClare, but they were split there, and Irwin's cross was a teaser.
Yeah, well, they played very well in the tight Manchester United over there, and it then got back for the ball to be played forward to Irvin, who was the third man running there. And a good cross as well.
Here we see it though.
That's right, it's a good run. You can see McClare and Hughes trying to get in the box. McClare's really running positive, and it's a bit unfortunate.
Bruce. Hughes will take it on the edge. Haddock give him an inch. And that's going to be a free kick against Fairclough for the challenge on McClare. It's the first time Manchester have been in any sort of position like this from which they might exert some influence.
Yeah, it's their first free kick in the Leeds half. But one can say that Leeds have been taking the game more to Manchester United than the other way round.
It's what you would expect though. 22 minutes gone. Leeds nil, Manchester United nil. And we'll see now what they've been doing in pre-season practice. Ince is placing the ball. Irwin and Webber both there involved. Could be lining himself up. John Lukic about a yard off his line. And Webb will indeed crack it. And a long way off the mark. Still, he's just happy to be back playing the game at the moment. Chapman, Batty once more, good ball through, chance for Berardi, slices it wide. It's the best thing that Leeds have created so far. Batty starting it, nice little touch from Chapman. Berardi unable to finish it, but it doesn't strike his confidence good when he can get a shot in.
That's right, well Chapman did an excellent one-touch layoff, and so did Batty, and Berardi had pulled off his marker. He'd just be disappointed that he's pulled it too wide.
United pushing a lot of people forward here, including Phelan. Haddock with him has won the throw for Leeds, and Haddock's had a very impressive first half for me.
Yes, he's done very well. He's done some good covering when White's moved into midfield, and then when it's gone out wide, he's been comfortable there.
Shows again how Wilkinson just knew exactly what team he had to pick for the occasion.
That's right, it helps when you know that.
Boys for Berardi. Donaghy went with him. Berardi did well and held it up. And Chapman doesn't often score with 25-yard blistering drives, but that was the only thing on his mind when it came to him here.
That's right. The ball was a knockdown, and Lee's got onto it and hit it first time.
By Batty. Berardi was turning Pallister. Interesting confrontation there. 5'8" against 6'4", and the ball is up forward and straight into Lukic's grasping hands. Speed starting from a long way back. Down the line, Chapman, it'll go out. sure Manchester United could have brought about 10,000 fans over the Pennines, but their allocation was just over 1,000. Doesn't seem very many. White's ball, McAllister, Sterling making a strong run on his outside and gets it. Strachan, it's all come down the right, and now the cross is there. Berardi a touch away from it, and that was a delightful build-up actually.
Yes, excellent, and a tremendous cross. Berardi was in there unmarked in actual fact. The first time cross whipped in with pace, and Emery Berardi be disappointed.
Bundled away by Paul Ince, and Batty does a retrieving job. He is tenacious. Terrier in the tackle.
Yeah, he's got ability as well, and he's a good player.
And has got back in the side, having been left out at the end of last season.
Yes, he lost his pace at the end, but he's obviously looking good at the early part, and he's done well.
He'd just like to add goal scoring to his repertoire.
Yeah, if you can make enough of the others, that helps as well.
Webb turns McAllister. England against Scotland there. Scotland hasn't done too badly in the end. Chapman. Reed and Berardi trading the passes again. Certainly an interesting game. There's not been a lot of goal-mouth incident. Both sides have had their moments, and the build-up has been to be admired. Now then, Strachan trying to release Sterling down the right, maybe. Yes. Leeds have got 4 men inside the penalty area. Sterling looks to deliver a good cross. It might be Chapman, and the save by Seeley. A little flick of the head from Lee Chapman. Could have directed it inside the far upright. Seeley spotted it.
Yes, an excellent cross by Mel Sterling, and a touch by Lee Chapman, and Berardi's nearly on the end of it again.
That's there to Hughes. He was on his right hoping for the pass. And here again is Phelan. He's been extremely busy. So the last time the sides met here at Ellen Road in the league 8 years ago, it was a goalless draw. Manchester haven't scored on any of their last 3 visits. Anyway, struggling to find the net again, as indeed a lead at the moment. Good ball. Batty to Strachan. Strachan with McAllister sprinting up alongside him. Yes, and Ince got back. It's gone straight to speed as it turned out, but it's taken the sting out of the attack. Speed looking to get around Irwin. Webb took the gift. A lovely ball for McClare, and Sterling saw what was happening. Checked McClare's run. Excellent full-back play there.
Yeah, very good covering. Webb had a chance to play Irwin in early, where I think it might have been a little bit more penetrating.
Now it's Berardi against Donaghy again. And that will be a free kick against Pallister. And he felt that one all right, did Strachan.
Well, personally, I think he made more of it, John. If you watch telly regularly, you see that. I bet he's okay to take the free kick.
Low centre of gravity, you'll say. Oh, Strachan's having a right old go there. He might take it, or McAllister might. You were right, though. Taken by Strachan.
Manchester United's marking in the box wasn't very good. Leeds had an extra player there. It was the right thing to do.
Barely an injury in the first half, which is why referee Redfern blows the whistle bang on 45 minutes. An interesting half, only a couple of chances. Phelan, one for Manchester United, Berardi the other for Leeds. Neither was able to capitalise. It's half-time here, Leeds United 0, Manchester United 0. We'll be back after the break. Welcome back to Ellen Road. Leeds United 0, Manchester United 0 on Leeds United's return to First Division football here after an 8-year absence. Alongside me is the Sheffield United manager Dave Bassett. Dave, on the evidence of the first half, can you see either side scoring?
It's very tight, but there's been 5 or 6 chances, and certainly one of those could have been put away, so I envisage that there'll be a similar chance in the second half, and a goal will be scored.
Want to say who's going to get it?
At this stage of the game, it's a little bit difficult. Leeds are exerting the pressure and have 1 or 2 chances or half chances near the end, and Manchester United had a good chance with Phelan early doors, but also they've had could have been on the end of 2 crosses also.
Starting the second half, attacking the Cop end. So many of their fans amassed. As the ball over the top looks for Verratti, and it's going to fall handily here for Batty. Speed and Chapman are in the middle. Here is Chapman looking for the header, out by Irwin. McAllister, Verratti, and Chapman might have let it run through to Verratti. He wasn't to know who's behind him, of course. And Leeds creating something in the first couple of minutes. As always, Leeds with terrific vocal support, and astonishing that £3 million was taken in pre-season ticket sales here. You might struggle if you want to get a ticket for a match at Christmas. White. Haddock has McAllister inside. I'm sure McAllister would love to make his bow here with a goal. Finds speed and continues down the outside. The ball inside is to Strachan, and Pallister's gone with him and plays it back, and right across the face of that Manchester United goal from Verratti. And Pallister's back pass ill-advised there, but again Strachan forced him into the error, and Verratti almost profited.
That was suicide. You know, he should have put it straight out for a corner. Why he's thinking of passing back to the goalkeeper blind, I don't know. Very lucky escape.
To intercept there, Phelan would have been goal side of him. No doubt about it, defences generally have been on top, and you get the feeling that 1 goal might be sufficient for either side.
That's right, it could be. Whoever gets the first goal is obviously going to be in charge, and they'll probably look after that. You can also say as players get tired and the game opens up later on, it's always possible for a couple of goals to go in at that stage.
So important for either side to win here tonight and maintain a 100% start to the season, though. It always looks nice even after the second day of the season if you've got 6 points in the bag.
Oh yes, very good. Always if you've got that, it's put you in the right frame to start the season.
It'll be a psychological game, football as much as anything.
Oh yes, a good start against a bad start can just affect the confidence of people.
No handball.
No.
Referee was right again. Ken Redfern's had a good match tonight.
Yes.
And
He's seen all the important things that matter.
He's an experienced official, Ken Redfern, been around the Football League some time, and just like players, you do get better with age.
That's right, well, experience counts for a lot.
Slip buy-ins there. And sets Leeds in motion once more.
He did well then, it was 6 to 1, half a dozen to the other.
Here's Strachan. Got to create the space for himself. Strachan, can he finish it? Great stop from Seeley. And that really would have made Gordon Strachan's night if he tucked the one into the net that counted. Denied by Seeley.
Yeah, he takes on a nice little dribble there. The United players get drawn to the ball and he hits a shot and Seeley gets down well.
He's a real buzz about the place at the moment. This is like the old days. It used to be Lorimer steaming down that right. Now it's Sterling, but Strachan couldn't control it. And Manchester throw men forward as quickly as they can. To be fair, they've been under siege for much of this half.
Yeah, I think United, when they do get the chance to get forward, they're very slow with their delivery forward. Kingston, I think, could have played a Blackmore in and they've got an attack.
McAllister rides Phelan's challenge. Keeps going, supplies the pass for Sterling. And Leeds have got half a dozen people camped around the penalty area. Sterling's cross for Chapman!
Oh, that's a great chance.
But too high. Otherwise, Lee Chapman would have extended that extraordinary scoring sequence he possesses against Manchester United. But a goal is
yet again, the attacks come down the right. Mel's put a hell of a good ball in, and Lee's got to look to score those. He'd be very disappointed.
It was Leafy Lee there, but he couldn't direct it into the net. Otherwise, the fans would have been making a noise, and it's already pretty deafening here. Manchester United to bring off Paul Ince and to bring on Russell Beardsmore.
I would think they're going to try and do something whereby they put McClare on the left-hand side to stop Sterling getting forward. Sterling's causing them all sorts of problems. I'm surprised they hadn't done it by now.
Well won, Batty. The ball forward, 2-1 for Chapman.
Yeah, Beardsmore's gone wide right and McClare's gone on the left.
You know Howard Wilkinson as well as anyone, Dave. What do you think he might have said to the team in the dressing room at half-time?
I think he'd have told them to keep doing what they'd done in the first half because they were causing United some problems, and just to be careful on the break.
Here's a cracking shot, and Lukic has to make his first real save of the night. Tipping it round, Neil Webb.
Webb collects the ball nicely and he's made his mind up, he's going to shoot and he's hit the target, and Lukic has to make sure he saves it.
Lewin, danger here again for Leeds, and it was White out. And the ball safely back from John Lucas, its possession from foot of Chris White. Chasing that and getting the throw in. More encouragement from the Kop. And there are 29,172 in here tonight. So the return of First Division football to Ellen Road, well reflected in the gate. Could have been twice that figure if everybody had got in who wanted to come. Varane works it back to Batty. McAllister finds Varane in some space now. Varane across. What a chance for Chapman! The best chance without question of the night, and Lee Chapman unable to convert it. Manchester United prized open, and no question about it, Chapman should have scored. I think he was taken by surprise.
Yeah, Varane gets a very good cross, and he's there. It's just unfortunate his touch, he couldn't quite get it clear.
One of those lunges, it either goes in and you're a hero, or it doesn't.
That's correct.
You're a villain, but he scored enough in his time, and he'll score plenty again.
At least he was there, that was the important thing.
That's right, David. Of course, Leeds have had to start the season without Bobby Davison, who might well be out for 10 or 12 weeks, so they've not got a lot of strikers to choose from. Karlshed, of course, has gone to Malmo.
That's right, but Imre and Lee have done well for them, even last year.
McAllister trying to get Varane through again. Pallister once more, though. Pallister really has settled into the Manchester United defence after a shaky time last season. He was man of the match in the Charity Shield against Liverpool. Snowden's throw finds Chapman, who will not be worried about having missed the chance.
No, he should show good character there. He wanted the ball, he hasn't let it affect him.
The break once more is on, and they've two men the wrong side of the Leeds defence, and Phelan is there and cuts it back towards Lukic, and almost an own goal from the foot of Fairclough. Dearie me, that would have been a way to lose a game. They've had so few attacks, and yet they almost took the lead.
United had two there, and Phelan tried to pull back, and United only had one in the box, really.
Heart-stopping moment for Chris Fairclough. Well, he scored on Saturday, you wouldn't have wanted to score there.
No, not in your own net.
Lewin's corner for Manchester with 14 minutes to go. Ooh, and right across, and it's into Lukic's hands, just inside the upright, and a few palpitations.
Certainly was. There wasn't that many United players around the ball.
Again, it would have been an own goal. However, they can breathe more easily.
It looks like Leeds are giving Strachan a free roll now to roam and push Sterland on. So they're playing 3 against 2 at the back.
The other thing that's happened in this half is Chris White has dropped right back, whereas in the early phases of the game he was playing more of a midfield role.
That's right. Well, I think United, having put Beardsmore on wide and McClare wide, have decided to let White and Fairclough look after Hughes.
Surely. I saw the flag go up. Fairclough just about winning his challenge with Hughes. Batty comes scurrying across. And well fought and well won by Varane. Only Chapman ahead of him at the moment, so Imre Varane has to do it almost all by himself. Now he releases Strachan, who gets around his opposite number 7. Webb, who still manages to stretch a leg out to divert the ball. It's a corner, and Strachan has taken it already. Sterling thought of swinging it straight in. Instead, he eludes the challenge, or does he? No. Free kick, and it's Blackmore.
Not a good place to give it away.
Well, it's not been a very fruitful ground for Manchester United over the years. It's Ellen Road. And they're defending again, having not scored. Drifted in, Fairclough's header, not more than a couple of feet wide. He got 9 goals last season, he got 1 on Saturday, and I think 1 might be enough tonight as well. Not to be on that occasion.
Well, I think with the free kick swung in on the goal, which a lot of teams do, Fairclough's very effective with that play.
Tadcaster goes on one of these searing runs of his. He might have knocked the ball too far. There was no foul there, so Strachan comes away. Tadcaster gives him it back. He's never stopped running as Strachan. I've got to say that for 33, he is a remarkable tribute to the professional footballer's fitness.
Oh, he's a very fit boy, and he's got a good brain, football brain. He sees things very quickly, and his enthusiasm's good.
He wants to do it tonight very badly indeed. Well, they're having to defend now. Here's McClare, pops it over the crossbar. Lukic wasn't troubled. And when a player is going through a bit of a barren patch, as McClare has in the last year or two, that goal looks all the smaller.
Well, sometimes you just don't get that bit of luck, and I think when a goal scorer's on form, they go in off the knee, off the bottom, and off the head and everywhere. And he probably just needs a goal like that.
I don't think there's a part of Brian Dean's anatomy that hasn't scored a goal.
More the merrier.
So can either side win it? 9 minutes left to convert 1 point into 3. But it's a testing start to the campaign. Leeds, just like Sheffield United, have got sides like Arsenal and Tottenham to face in the coming weeks. Here's a good ball. Beardsmore and Irwin are both there, and it's come away off Snowden, and it will be a Manchester United corner.
It's interesting how many First Division clubs are now switching to the sweeper. I think Norwich will be here on Saturday with a sweeper. So it's going to be interesting, the different contrasting styles, and to see which one works out better.
One of the effects of the World Cup, obviously.
That's right, it doesn't do any harm, gives people thinking.
Irwin's corner for Manchester United, 8 minutes from time. And Lukic came from the line, and no blame attached, he couldn't get there, and thumped just wide of that upright by Blackmore. A scorer in the Charity Shield, of course, against Liverpool, and he can crack a ball.
It's a good striker of the ball. It's come on nice and clean, although it looks possibly as if a couple of United players are offside.
And it did miss by quite a long way in the end. Again, it's Pallister over the top of Fairclough to Hughes, and at the time Pallister decided against one of those surging runs, but he's teed it all up. McAllister is getting it out. Varady. Chapman now against Bruce, and Strachan and Varady desperate to get up there alongside Chapman. Might have to bring it infield himself a little way. Strachan held it up nicely. Sterland, and now they do have 3 men inside the penalty area. Could there be a winner here for Leeds? A real muddle, and well done, Seeley. He comes out as Clint Snowden was coming in, claims the ball as his own, and Manchester United survived what could have been a nasty scare.
Another good Sterling cross, struck him firmly. A little mix-up between the goalkeeper and defender. But he recovers very quickly.
Lack of goals, but no lack of atmosphere and exciting moments. Chris White did well. Batty, Sterling, McAllister's racing through the middle. Didn't quite read that on Sterling. Only 2 substitutes left to come on. Chris Kamara, who really joined Oldham, of course, before the start of the season, is the Leeds man warming up. And on the Manchester United side, Mark Robbins, you've just got a glimpse of him. Six minutes left as Lukic kicks. Flatter that time, but he was intelligently looking for Clint Snowden. Manchester have very high hopes of Russell Beardsmore. I suppose at this stage of the game now, uppermost in the players' minds is don't do anything silly, don't let's give anything away. We have to settle for 1 point, so be it.
Certainly United will be thinking that way. They won't want to concede a goal at this stage.
And Leeds will want one. Can Sterling provide one? Well, he's got a couple himself against Manchester United, but Pallister's there as he's been to meet most things that have been thrown at him. There's Sterling again. Strachan's ball, beautifully delivered. Sterling the cross, and Donaghy puts it away to the top.
Yeah, that was good ability, good play between Sterling and Gordon Strachan.
They're all thinking out there, these players, trying to do something just that little bit different, which will catch the opposition unawares.
Well, that's right. If you don't mark your markers at the right time and people do overlaps, it causes problems.
You know, I swear I saw Strachan clapping his hands over there and all say to the crowd, "Come on, lifters, let's see if we can You can fall into the Manchester United
Well, at
net.
this stage, you do want your crowd to be behind you.
Strachan's corner. The ground will explode if Leeds get a goal. Still it's here with Snowden, trying to juggle it and then lift it back into the middle, which he does expertly. Defenders are up and in there. And the toe pocket came up on Manchester United forwards. Another corner. 4 minutes to go. Leeds have got Chapman and White and Fairclough all in there, along with the smaller Varady. Strachan, I'm sure, has sent some signal across as to what his intentions are here with the corner. Chapman comes to the near post, and it's not worked out, whatever it was. The danger to Leeds is, of course, that Manchester might just undo them on the break.
Yeah, they break quite quickly from corners, Manchester United, and they do it well.
Moving on to Fairclough. Overhead tennis going on at the moment. Chapman did well. Now Sterling, 3 minutes to go. Yet another Sterling cross. There have been so many in this match. Fairclough gets in, out by Donaghy.
Just be interesting. Fairclough seems to be staying up the field now.
Lovely bit of play from Haddock. That was first division quality. Sterling, Strachan calling for it. Wants to be involved with everything at the moment. Well won again by Sterling, who wants the throw in too. Neither the linesman nor referee agreed with him. Now White does come forward a little. I imagine he'll resume his defensive chores in a moment though. Strachan, that familiar clip, it's come back to him from Chapman. Strachan inside the area, finds Chapman, who just keeps it in. No real room to make a cross for the moment. Strachan again. Might just look for a penalty here. Turns it inside, couldn't locate Varady. Irwin's clearance. And I'm sure Manchester United's defenders are saying, don't get in too close, don't clatter him.
That's right, be very careful around the box, don't want any penalties at this stage.
You can guess who'd take it if there was one.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let anybody else near the ball, would it, Gordon?
It's certainly been an entertaining game, even though there's been no goals. Good commitment, plenty of chances, and some good play at times.
Now the free kick is taken, and it's long, and White tries to get in there, and headed out once more by Bruce.
I think the referee would give a free kick, actually.
He had indeed, but let's not lessen the excitement, because the crowd were trying to will it in again. But they've defended solidly, Manchester United. At least Alex Ferguson will be happy if it stays this way, to have started the season with 2 blank score sheets.
That's right, they've defended fairly well. They've had a bit of luck on 1 or 2 occasions, but you have to earn that right. Overall, Leeds will be a little bit disappointed because they've had the better chances.
Yes, particularly the one that fell to Lee Chapman. Here is Varady. Donaghy was in a spot of bother, but recovered well. McAllister hustles forward. Good challenge once more. And they really have defended everything. That was Donaghy. Ooh, the break is on here. Hughes. Fairclough gets back. No foul. Referee was right again, I think, although Hughes complains. I think it was the shoulder.
Yes, I think the referee was perfectly right.
Tumultuous noise again as Sterling stretches those legs and tries to streak away. Superbly beats his man. Can he lay on the cross? It's come out to Strachan, and good work by McClare to be back there alongside Strachan to make sure he had no room.
That was a tremendous run by Sterling at that late stage in the game, and also to keep composure.
Still it's Leeds. They really are throwing everything to try and get a late winner here. But with 90 minutes up on the clock, the ball is back with Lasili, and it looks like being goalless. McAllister hooks it to Chapman. Strachan loses out. Free kick. It was really good with the last chance for Leeds. They have a free kick right on the halfway line, and they've got to throw everybody forward. Sterling says, get on there. Come on, let's try and win it. Manchester will defend to the last. Blocked for the offside. They got it, but the referee says play on in any case. And it ends all square. Both Leeds United and Manchester United preserve their unbeaten records for the season. They both won on Saturday. They fought out a goalless draw here, but it was exciting at times. Both sides had their chances. Chapman perhaps missed the best of the night for Leeds. It wasn't to be though, and Leeds are back in the First Division at Ellen Road with a goalless draw here against Manchester United. We'll have reaction from the players immediately after this break.
Not really. I thought it was a hell of a performance by the team tonight. Some very good football, and I thought maybe we could have got 3 points tonight. We're a little unhappy not to get 3, but very pleased with the performance.
Why do you think you fell down and didn't get 3?
I don't think we fell down at all. We had chances, we didn't put them away, but overall it was a very encouraging performance.
What's it like to be back in the First Division playing at Ellen Road?
It's great. It's even better than the second. I mean, it's good enough in the second in front of these fans, but in the first it's a special atmosphere.
In front of all those fans, you had a chance yourself quite near the end, you might just have grabbed the 3 points.
Yes, unfortunately, as I slid in, the pitch seemed to give way under me. I think with the rugby playing on it last season, it kicked us up a bit, and it hasn't quite knitted together this year. And the pitch just gave way under me, and I got under the ball and it just dribbled to the keeper. But yes, it was a good chance.
What did the boss say afterwards?
It just said good performance. He said keep on playing like that, and you're going to win a lot more than you lose, which I think is correct.
You can't be satisfied with our club because it's got to be wins all the time, and they like to see goals. But tonight in the first half we had 5 good chances to score, and we haven't scored one, so we're not happy with that. And really, Leeds will be sitting at half time saying, God, we've got off the hook here. And it spurred them because for 15 minutes of the second half they gave us a runaround. You know, they gave us a real hard time. And not until I brought Bearsmore on did it stem the tide a bit, and then it evened out itself out a little. But I think at the end of the day, what we see tonight is it was a marvellous game. You don't get many 0-0 games that are you're on your knife's edge all the time and you're on the edge of your seat. And that's what you need in football. You need to get people on the edge of their seat. And we got that tonight. Now for us coming here, it was the worst. Every club in the country saying, thank God we're not Leeds tonight. It's the first time they're at home in the First Division game for 8 years. It was tailor-made for an upset. But we've come away with a point, and I think a fair result at the end of the day. We played some excellent football, particularly the first half, and we had a few chances. So we could have been buried at half-time and we could have lost the game in the second half, so it evens itself out.
Dave, do you think that was a satisfactory return to First Division football for Leeds?
Yes, I think they'd be a little disappointed they couldn't get the final touch to have won the game, but both teams would be happy with a point, and maximum, well, not having been defeated, and I thought it was a good game.
Based on that, do you think that they can make an impact in the First Division?
Certainly I think Leeds are going to be difficult to beat at Ellen Road, and they were one of my tips to be in the top echelon of the league.
How much do you learn as Sheffield United's manager from a match like that?
Well, you watch that there's a lot of good aspects, there's some good play, there was some good thinking, and there was a good fitness and commitment, and I thought it was a good advert for English football. I certainly enjoyed it more than I did some of the World Cup games.
Maybe the only thing to criticise is the things that happen sometimes down on the benches where managers leap off onto the touchline when there are incidents going on the field.
Well, it's an emotive game and we all occasionally get carried away. As long as it doesn't go on all the time and you realise that, it doesn't hurt sometimes to show people you do care.
But it's good to see First Division football back here and Bramall Lane.
Well, yeah, it's great for Yorkshire, and it's obviously exciting times for us, and obviously we've got to establish ourselves in the First Division and pick up points.